Hey y'all, today we're reading Binding 13. I'm buddy reading this with Meredith. I'm not gonna lie, I'm filming this after literally reading like a lot of it. 800 pages I've got pre-far. Dye cooks. So let's read it and pretend like I haven't already started it. So I'm 90 pages in. It's good. I'm genuinely enjoying it, but one slight issue I have is that Johnny is moving mad. Like, he's known this girl for a matter of hours. He has knocked her basically unconscious and is now essentially stalking her, and I don't know, like, it's good, but I just think that's a bit weird and no one is flagging that up and I feel a bit concerned. I've actually made, sorry that's the wrong way, but I've made a fair dent in this now, so it cooks. Like, it's good, and I think it'll probably be like a 4-star, 3.75, but it's just, I don't know, it doesn't quite hit the spot for me, but I don't know, maybe it'll get better. I just don't really know what's gonna fill all these pages, and I'm waiting to see what everyone's been harping on about, because right now I don't see a babe. One massive problem I have with it though is that twice, I think, or maybe 3 times, Johnny has gone, I released a breath I didn't know I was holding. Sharp. One thing I will say is Gibbs and Johnny, they are really funny. They make me giggle. They're actually stupid and it's really funny. So. Okay, I'm like 200 pages in and I think the relationship is going to start developing soon. I'm really excited because I've been dragged out for 200 pages and I'm ready for some plot now. Like, obviously what I've read so far is good, but I feel like now it's gonna start moving. Okay, they've just had a massive argument. Obviously I know it's going to be resolved because there's all of this and a whole other book after, but that was like kind of crazy. And also, I'm not gonna lie, Johnny's kind of a red flag. Like, his anger issues, they're not giving. So I'm a little bit, I feel like maybe Shannon's got a tendency to go for bad men because of her home life. I don't know, that's just my little psychology student brain, but yeah, no babe, this isn't, I'm feeling a bit suspicious. Don't mind the appearance. Okay, I'm making progress. I'm making a lot of progress, actually. I'm like halfway through, or just under. Johnny's so sweet, bless his little cotton socks. And also I did cry. There was a scene in Shannon's house and with her brother, and I actually sobbed. So Chloe Walsh, you are a woman with many emotions. I have cried and laughed now and been angry, very angry, and disgusted. So it's going well. I'm actually really enjoying it, man. I think I will take a break before I read Keeping 13 because I don't want to ruin it by like spending 16,000 pages in the same world in one go, but I frick with this. I am going to attempt to read a little bit more before I go to bed, but I'm not going to lie, I'm so exhausted from today. I don't see it happening. I see myself reading a page and falling asleep. I did read quite a bit today, to be fair. Like, I've read like 100 pages, I think, which that eats, by the way. But I don't think I'm getting much further today. Look at all these tabs as well. I've actually done so many. I haven't really tabbed many books recently, but this one, it just felt right. Most of them are where I've like cringed or laughed or something though. But I don't know, I frick with this book, so. Okay, so as you saw, I did a little bit more reading this morning. I haven't really had a chance to this evening because I'm not gonna lie, I've been so jam-packed with stuff to do. But I'm probably getting a break now. It's like the evening, I'm in my pajamas, I'm getting comfy, so I'm gonna read a little bit more. I am also watching Ella Rose's new video, so that is actually my priority over this right now. But where I got to today, I'm actually, first of all, I was trying so hard, because I was reading this at school at one point, and I was trying so hard not to cry because Shannon's story is just so sad. But then also, Johnny's being so sweet, bless his little cotton socks. And Gibbsy, he's just so funny. He just actually makes me LOL Ella. So yeah, I'm actually freaking with this book right now, but yeah, I'm gonna do a little bit more reading tonight. I'm getting pretty far through it. I do feel a bit bad, my guys. Meredith is really far behind, so I am also kind of just like trying to take it slow so she can have a little bit of a chance to catch up. But to be fair, she has read this book before, so I don't feel terrible. Yeah, but we'll see. I'm really enjoying it. I think it's really good, and I definitely get the hype, because at first I was like, what can be so great about reading this many pages in one book? But no, I flip with it. Also, the pace goes so quickly, but actually it's really, like, it's a very fast-paced book. Like, you don't really feel like you're reading 8,100 pages, but at the same time, nothing's really happening. Like, it's moving very slowly, which I appreciate. I like a little bit of a slow burn, but this is 500 pages slow. So I know I'm really just waiting for something to happen soon before I lose my mind and get impatient, because I know I will. This is day 3 of reading, I think. So at this point, I'm just like, get it over and done with. Because usually I read a book in like 2 days max. So this was long for me. Like, obviously it's 800 pages, but this was long. I can't help but notice that she just said every once and a while. Not the saying, bro. Brother, this book is sad. It is actually the next day now. I did read a bit more last night, but after my very emotional moment, I did have to take a break. I did. I've been back at it this morning before school. I haven't had a chance since then to sit down and read it. I am getting really close to finishing it though. I've only got like 270 pages left, so that's basically just a book, which I can do in a day or two. I've got more free time tomorrow, so I think I'll definitely, if I don't finish it tonight, I'll finish it tomorrow. But I'm genuinely, I love it, bro. I love it. Really enjoying it. I actually don't have a bad thing to say about it. At first, I was quite hesitant. Obviously, I'll get my full rundown later, but yeah, at first I was quite hesitant, but now that I've read more, I cannot get enough of it. This is my Roman Empire right now. I was actually thinking about this at school. I was thinking, if only I had my book. If only I had the time to read it, man. It's so good. Genuinely, if you haven't read it yet, read it. Okay, I am 80% of the way through. It finally, like, actually things are happening. It's taken so long for anything to actually happen. Things are actually happening now. So I'm grateful for that. I'm finishing this tomorrow because I'm really tired. I did read a little bit tonight, but I'm not gonna lie, I did get quite caught up with YouTube and watching many videos, which wasn't my intention, but c'est la vie. So I'm definitely gonna finish it tomorrow because I've got like 150 pages left. I will also read a little bit more before I go to bed, but yeah, I'm definitely finishing this tomorrow. And as I said earlier, if you don't read this, you have not lived. Guys, this is not Binding 13 related, but I got a parcel and I know that this is my World of Books order. I realised the other day, one of the books I bought, I actually do own. I actually already have it, so my bad. But that means I can put one of them on Vinted, make myself a few pounds. So, because I saw it and I was like, oh, that looks so good. And then I was looking for a book on my TBR because I'm going to film a October TBR, like an autumn TBR. And I was like, oh, hang on a minute. I swear I've seen that somewhere in my World of Books order. So I got 4 in the little sale thingy, you know, when it's like buy 3 get a 4 free. So anyway, I'll tell you what I got. I got None of This Is True by Lisa Jewell. I've seen this one on Instagram and Meredith read it and it looks really good. And I think, I can't remember who it was, but someone said that Lisa Jewell gives the same vibe as Frida McFadden. And one thing about me, I'm obsessed with Frida McFadden. I love every single one of her books I've ever read. They're like all 4 or 5 stars for me. So I'm really excited to read that. And then, now call me cringe, I don't mind some of Colleen Hoover's books. Some of them are awful, some of them are less awful. And I really enjoyed Verity, and Ella Rose Reads read this book in one of her readathons, Too Late by Colleen Hoover. And I'm not gonna lie, guys, it kind of looks good. Apparently it is a little bit traumatizing, but that's okay. That's fine by me. And then I got this one, exclusively at Sainsbury's, so. But this one, it just sounds quite cool. The Woman Who Lied. And I liked the like the cover. I thought it looked quite cool. And then this is the one I already have, No One Saw a Thing, by Andrea Mara. So this is the one I'm putting on Vinted. But these three, I'm excited to add them to my collection. Okay, mind the appearance. I just got out of the bath. But I finished Binding 13. It's over and I'm sad. It was so good. It was amazing, actually. I will say it does have some very heavy topics in it, so if you are planning on reading it, definitely check the triggers. There is a little disclaimer. Yeah, there is a disclaimer. There's a lot of graphic content. And there is a lot of discussion about sort of like self-destructive behaviours and also domestic abuse. So if, you know, be mindful. Just be mindful, because it is really heavy. I did cry multiple times. And in fact, I've never experienced half the stuff that happens in this book. But I was in tears. So genuinely, just be really careful, because as much as it is a great book, it does have very heavy content. But it's so good. It follows, so there's this little girl, Shannon. She's not little, she is 16. She joins a new school. She gets hit in the head with a rugby ball by a member of the rugby team, and then from that point onwards it's pretty much just a really slow burn romance. It does have, I love the side characters as well. I think that's really good. The side characters are really well developed, especially Gidsy. He's so funny. I like him more than I like Johnny. So yeah, but genuinely such a good book. And I was getting a little bit irritated at how long it was taking for anything to actually happen. Like, it got to a point where I was like, I'm sorry babe, I'm running out of book. I'm running out of things to read now, and still nothing had happened. But when it happens, it's worth the wait. It's worth the wait, because it is really sweet. So some of it was quite cringe. There was a point where I thought I was going to knock it down half a star because of how cringe it was. Obviously it's a romance, it's going to be cringe, but I do cringe quite easily. A lot of things just make me go and a lot of the stuff, mostly Johnny was my problem. He's a great guy, but he's not my favourite character. I prefer Shannon and I prefer Gibbsy. So, but yeah, really good book. I'm going to take a break before I read Keeping 13, because assuming it's anything like this book, it's going to be very heavy as well. So I don't want to put too much on myself, so I'm going to wait a little bit and then read Keeping 13. I'll probably do another video about that, but genuinely such a good book. I really recommend it, and I have finished this way before Meredith will, but she's read it before, so that's actually not my problem. Okay, so that is all. Thank you for coming along on this journey with me reading this book. I definitely get the hype now. As I said earlier, I didn't really understand at first why everyone was hyping up so much. Now I get it. Now I really get it. So yeah, as I said, definitely read it. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.